One of the unsung talents of musical theater in the Midwest was Von Blitz, whose claim to fame rests on 5 of the musicals he wrote, directed, and starred in. But first, let's take a look back at the life of the man called Akron's answer to Orson Welles. Von Blitz started his life as Reginald Lipschitz. He was born in Akron, Ohio on July 4, 1947. His father was a shoe salesman and his mother was a homemaker. Young Reggie loved to sing, dance, and be the center of attention. As a teenager, he was encouraged to perform in school productions by his drama teacher. The Akron Evening Times called his performance in South Pacific as plantation owner Emile de Beck mesmerizing and declared a star is born. Graduating from high school, he changed his name to Von Blitz and founded the Merman Tabernacle Players. Within 6 months, he staged his first production, a musical adaptation of The War of the Worlds. Reviews were terrible and it closed after 3 performances. He would go on to write and star in 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, playing Captain Nemo, then Dracula, playing Van Helsing, and then in the title role in Sherlock Holmes vs. the Nazis, which the Conan Doyle estate shut down after only 6 performances. But it was his 1975 production of Rossam's Universal Robots, which Von Blitz rewrote as a musical, that achieved a level of notoriety in musical theater circles. It starred his high school sweetheart, Irma Cohen, as Metallica. Von Blitz played dual roles as Rossam and Roboto. The musical ran for 32 weeks of sold-out performances at Akron's Moon Theater. Its success opened the doors for Von Blitz's move to New York City. Broadway beckoned. Although he never made it to the Great White Way, he managed to launch 4 off-Broadway musicals with his troupe. The first was an adaptation of Peter Pan and Wendy. It ran for 8 performances. Critics failed to understand his version of Romeo and Juliet, which was performed nude with minimal sets. Curiosity value kept it open for 30 performances. Depressed, Von Blitz vowed to stage a commercial hit. He tried again with Sherlock Holmes, obtaining a license to adapt The Hound of the Baskervilles in 1972. Von Blitz's Hound of the Baskervilles ran for 182 performances before a triumphant world tour, which took the troupe to Canada, England, Australia, and India. Despite his controversial casting of Irma Cohen as Dr. Watson, critics generally agree she was excellent. She modeled her performance on Nigel Bruce. Fresh from his Sherlock Holmes triumph, Von Blitz returned to New York determined to top anything seen on Broadway before. He turned to the works of horror writer H.P. Lovecraft for inspiration. Over a 3-month period, he prepared Cthulhu, the musical. It would be his greatest creation, and his last. The musical debuted at the Farnsworth Wright Theater on October 31, 1981. It featured an animatronic elder god that required 3 puppeteers to operate. Von Blitz played Herbert West, who was slowly taken over by a monstrous entity. Irma Cohen co-starred as the beautiful bride of Dagon. She wore special contact lenses that glowed under fluorescent lights. The collapse of the Wright Theater during the dress rehearsal ended the lives of the cast and several advance critics. During the invocation of the Great Ones, a sinkhole opened beneath the building. Thus ended the careers of not only Von Blitz, but his entire troupe, including Irma Cohen. Today you can find out more about Von Blitz and his work at the Von Blitz Memorial Museum. It's in his family home in Akron, Ohio, and run by his sister, Faye Goldschmidt, and her family. Photographs, posters, lobby cards, and manuscripts of Von Blitz's plays are on display. The museum is open on the first Saturday of every month by appointment only. Special thanks to Faye Goldschmidt for her help in preparing this film. She appears in this photograph next to her brother, Reggie Von Blitz Lipschitz.